Stop doing percentage problem the long way. If you know the 100% plus and minus rule, you will solve this type of questions in seconds. On the SAT exam, there will be medium level questions that you can answer in just 2 seconds. There will be also hard questions that you need to actually write down and solve. Both of them are easy to solve only if you follow this strategy. Let's look at this example. Here is the trick. Every percentage change is just 100% plus or minus that percent. So let's look at the question here and answer choices. We figured that all the answer choices have different y-intercepts, which is the initial values. But we don't care about this part as long as we identify the percentage decrease or increase. So the moment you see the word percentage decrease or increase, you know that it's exponential growth or decay. Applying our strategy, which is 100%, that's what you need to do. You will write down 100%, it's either plus or minus based on whether it's decrease or increase. Decrease means you lost, which is minus 45%. So 100% minus 45%, that's gonna give you 55%. When you change it to decimal, we're gonna get 0.55 because your multiplier is always a decimal, not percentage. And the only choice with this 0.55 as a multiplier will be choice C. Pick it and then move on. Next question here, we also will identify the percentage increase or decrease. In this case, we see increase by 190%. Like by practice, you will be able to scan the question very quick without reading every word, and you will see that there is increase 190%, which means you had 100% plus 190%, which is 290%. Change that to decimal again, it's 2.9. The only choice with 2.9 in the multiplier is choice D. Select it and move on. The next question here, we're gonna do the same exact thing, identifying 150% more than the number of squirrels in 2015, which means that from 2015, every year, the number of squirrels increased 150% more than the previous year. They also told you that in 2016, which is just after 1 year, you have 180 squirrels, or the population became 180 squirrels. They want to know what situation, like it's very, very important to read the question. They want to know the population or what expression, which of the following equation represents this model, which is after the end of 2015. Going back to the 150% more, which is our strategy today, our trick, you're going to add 100% and 150%. That brings you up to 250%, which is 2.5. So we know that our multiplier is 2.5. So we're going to eliminate 1.5, which are choices A and C. Now we're at 2.5, but we're not sure whether it's 180 or 72 as your initial value. If they're asking about the very first number of squirrels, which is in 2015, that will be definitely the lower number because we know here, it's given that the number of squirrels became 180 in 2016. So it only makes sense that we had 72 squirrels in 2015. You do not have to actually solve anything. Moving to another type of question in which you actually have to write down your equation. It says that the result of increasing the quantity X by 400% is 60, became 60. So we have here a keyword which is increasing 400%. So we're going to apply our rule, and now you know it, right? It's 500%, which is actually 5 if you change it to decimal. So increasing the value X, so we're going to multiply X times 5. This will result into a 60. So 60 is equal to 5 times X. By dividing 5 on both sides, you will get X equal 12. This is a very common mistake. The majority of the students pick B, which is 15, thinking that you divide 60 by 4. Now, let's move to another type of question. Here it says that the number A is 110% greater than. So we have 100%, 110 greater than, and we have 90% less than. So we have two cases, two scenarios, so we need to write down two equations. If it says that the number A is means equal, 110% greater than, let's use our strategy, which is going to be to 110% or 2.1. Greater than B, so 2.1 times B. Now, B, that's the second scenario, is 90% less. By subtracting 90% from 100, that's only 10%, which is basically 0.1. Please be careful because students think it's 90% as their multiplier. However, the multiplier is 0.1. After you lost 90%, you only have 10%. 90% less than 47, so 0.1 times 47. When you multiply these two quantities, you will get 4.7. So now we know the value of B is 4.7. We can take it and plug it back into the first equation to find the value of A. So A is equal to 2.1 times 4.7, which is 9.87. And that's your final answer. Another question here. It says that the regular price of a shirt is 11.7. So we can call it like regular price, RP, is 11.70. The sale price of the shirt is 80% less than. Again, that's our keyword, 80% less than. So on the side here, you can say, well, we had 100% minus 80%. So we're talking about 0.2 or 20%. All right, let's go back to our question. It says here, the sale price, I'm going to call it SP, sale price, is 80% less than the regular price, which is 0.2, times the regular price, which is 11.70. So we can find the sale price by multiplying these two quantities. You will get 2.34. It also says here that the that the sale price is 30% greater than. All right, we have our sale price, which is this value. So the sale price is 30% greater than 100% plus 30 is 130% or 1.3 greater than the cost price. The question is find the cost price. What was the cost price here, or store's cost? So to find the cost price, we need to isolate the cost price by dividing 1.3 on both sides to get the cost price of value 1.8. All right, so I want you to try this one, and that's your turn. Try this question and put your answer in the comment section. And do not forget to follow for trick 3, the one that makes answering question 10 times faster.